With trucker strikes and rising inflation, food shortages are becoming a big problem. Don't let yourself get caught unprepared. Buy a food survival kit today from My Patriot Supply and save. Over 2,000 calories a day to keep you healthy and strong, with a 25-year shelf life to ensure it's ready for you when the shit hits the fan. Go to www.bit.ly/CMSPN food, order your supplies today, and invest in yourself and your family now before it's too late. www.bit.ly/CMSPN food, My Patriot Supply.
It is DDP right here on your classic metal show, the Dublin Death Patrol with DDP for life, wrapping up a block of heavy stuff for those of you who like the heavy stuff here on the CMS.
That's right.
It's some brand new Sin there, as well as Pantera and Henry Rollins band. Just a block of heavy.
I like it. I like it a lot.
I know you do. I try to group stuff.
As I said in the chat room, you can't make it heavy enough for me. I love it.
Yeah, that's what I do as the host of the show, as I try to group stuff. So
right.
give you a block of different tastes, whether it's kind of country tinged metal or some in your face shit or some poppier stuff or whatever it is.
Mm-hmm.
There's something for everybody.
People in the chat like that.
We're all inclusive here. We got our whole inclusivity and diversity here, because that is our strength. It
is our strength. That's what I've heard.
Because that's why we need a black woman on the Supreme Court, because interpreting the Constitution and upholding the constitutional laws requires a certain skin tone and a certain sexuality. Because
is that what Puddinhead's doing now? Is that a thing?
He's nominated a black woman, a historic black woman, to the Supreme Court.
Because she's black?
Yeah, because she's black and she's a woman. Because when it comes to interpreting the Constitution, it requires a certain ethnicity as well as a certain gender.
Okay.
To do it properly.
Well, good. Good. I'm glad we got some blackness coming.
Yeah, because Clarence Thomas isn't enough. We need a woman who's black.
Right.
Because when it comes to interpreting the Constitution, there's nothing better than having diversity and inclusion.
I just can't follow this fucking asshole. He's such a fucking racist goon.
I thought that the scales of justice had a blindfold on. Yes or no?
I thought so. I guess not.
Yeah. So let's take that blindfold off and make sure that we have the right gender, the right skin tone, the right background, the right ethnicity to interpret the laws.
Right.
So stupid. It's like, what country or what world do we live in anymore?
I don't know, dude. I can't be bothered with it. I mean, as much as I love our friends Jericho Green or Styx or any of them guys, I can't even listen to that shit anymore because we're so out of control. It's like trying to fucking take inventory of what's flying around in a fucking tornado.
Yeah, you're probably right.
It just makes my head hurt.
It does. It's like, what's the hot subject today? What's the hot, what do we need to be concerned about today?
Mm-hmm. I know it's out of control, dude. It drives me absolutely fucking crazy. And that's why I don't watch it anymore. That's why I watch movies and TV and documentaries and, and the minute that they get fucking woke-ish, I'm out.
Right.
It's like, dude, you're going to laugh at this. You know how I'm a huge fan of Law and Order, right?
Yes.
Law and Order checked back in, like the original Law and Order's back.
Okay.
I didn't last 1 minute and I was out. 1 fucking minute.
And I know you love that show.
I love the show. And they've got, a couple of the guys from the original show are back after like a 10 or 12 year hiatus in it.
Well, they brought them back because they're lagging in ratings. Is that the deal?
Bringing back that show. They're bringing back the Law and Order just as a show has not been on. It's been SVU has been the one that's carried the water, but they've had bunches of them. They've had Law and Order Criminal Intent, Law and Order, I forget what it was called, but it was Law and Order Los Angeles. They've had several Law and Orders, and the original Law and Order went off the air about 10 years ago.
Okay.
But it came back. They got Anthony Anderson, who I loved him in The Shield. He was awesome in The Shield. But and he was pretty good on Law and Order too. He's one of the returning guys, and they brought Sam Waterston back as Jack McCoy, the district attorney. And but I lasted 1 minute, so I don't know if it's any good or not, because literally you got Anthony Anderson, who's a black guy,
okay,
teamed with white guy, and within 1 minute it was all racial.
Of course it was.
Within 1 fucking minute of the show, they had to go into race. And I was like, I'm out. I don't want to watch this. I'm not going to fucking watch Woke in Order. I'm not.
Right. Woke in Order. And I know how you love your shows.
I do. I have a good one if people want to watch. I'm going to probably do it for Chris Aiken Presents later in the week, but it's one. If people want something a little bit weird, this show is fucking awesome. It's called Severance.
Okay.
It's with John Turturro, and I forget the other guy's name, but he was on I'm pretty sure he was on Parks and Recreation as like one of the dudes. But the show, I think it's kind of a futuristic, where the world is going, look at Apple as a company, I think. But the premise to this show is that when you go to work at this company, they have some kind of something that they implant in your brain.
Okay.
And it makes it so that when you're at work, you don't remember anything about your life outside of work. And when you're outside of work, you don't remember anything about your work. So that's the basic premise of it, which
it sounds almost like the Matrix.
It's sort of in that realm, but it's a little more normal than the Matrix.
Right. But it's it's mind control is what it is.
It is mind control.
Yeah.
And as I'm only 3 episodes in, I think that's all that's out there. But the basic premise is there's one new girl that came in, and she's not conforming, even though she has the chip implanted in her brain to make her conform. She's not conforming the way that she should be, and she's trying to find a way to resign and leave, and she can't find it. And then there's another guy on the outside, and he was fired from the place, but he still remembers the people that he was friends with on the inside, and he's trying to befriend them and convince them that this Lumen, I think is the name of the company, is really this horrible thing. So it's kind of like this mysterious drama, suspense, techie thing, and it's really, I don't know why I even started watching it, because it just didn't look like anything I would like, but I think it probably just popped on, and I started watching it, and then I got sucked into it. But good show. It's called Severance. It's on Apple TV Plus.
Are the main characters who are, going against the fray, are their last name Cavalera?
No.
Refuse, resist?
No Cavaleras in this.
No.
But pretty good show, I will say. 3 episodes in, and I'm digging it. I can't wait till whenever the next episode comes out.
This is your Stranger Things.
It is for now.
Yeah. Because when I saw Stranger Things pop up, I thought, man, I wouldn't like that. But then I got all in, and I was just like, I can't stop watching it now.
Mm-hmm. I love when a show is like that too, where you don't expect it and then it actually is good.
Yeah, that's not my cup of tea, and then you watch it and go, this is actually pretty damn good.
Yeah, and I mean, I'm really never usually into this kind of bullshit, mind control. I usually run from that shit.
You're not into the sci-fi.
Not at all.
Yeah, I'm not either.
Not at all. Although I did talk a bunch of sci-fi this week with what's his name, Michael Romeo from Symphony X, because he writes all his music around sci-fi movies. So we had quite the conversation about sci-fi this week.
Yeah,
that was pretty fun.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. So if anybody's looking for something to watch, it's called Severance, and it's on Apple TV Plus.
Okay. Very good. All right. Well, we got a email from Beyond.
Okay.
Mike Trevisano checked in with us. the departed Mike Trevisano.
Okay.
I didn't know Mike knew me personally. I was really surprised because he actually addressed this to me personally.
Right.
So Mike is looking down on us and smiling.
Oh, really?
Apparently so.
All right.
Because he did take the time out of his heavenly world to email us mortals.
Okay.
This is from Mike Trevisano. His email address is miketrev@wtam.com.
Mm-hmm.
Wrote us an email.
Okay.
Said, hello. Hey, Neeley. Since I'm no longer in this material world, I thought you and Chris may be interested in this gay fag man video faggotry.
Right.
I think it's gay. I
Okay.
sent you a link, by the way.
All right. Let's see.
It showed up on my YouTube feed while watching some ONA stuff. So Mike Trevisano is entertaining himself in heaven, watching some ONA stuff or listening to some ONA stuff.
Okay. Oh.
And he says, go fuck all you liberal morons. So Mike Trevisano saw the light up there in heaven where he resides in Radioland.
Okay.
And sent us a link. So,
you assume he's in heaven?
Well, in Radioland.
Okay. Radio heaven?
That's his own heaven.
Oh, here we go.
So, yeah. So Mike Trevisano sent this to us to have us check this out. And this obviously is in Ohio. Later.
Great.
Later this year.
It's right around my birthday. Perfect.
So will you be attending man camp?
I don't know. What does it cost to go to man camp?
I don't know, but there is some video links down at the bottom there where you can check out man camp.
Oh, look, motorcycles.
Yeah, man stuff.
Hey, there's Brian Tomei.
Yeah.
He's been driving men to be the best version of themselves for over 2 decades. How about that?
Hey, where's the Michelin Tire Man coat?
Yeah, that's nice. Where's the videos?
You passed it.
I did? Is that these?
No, back up. Keep going up. Keep going up. It's the first one with the picture.
Oh, this?
Right there. That
right.
should be a video right there.
Okay. All right. Well, let's see what we got here.
Let's go to man camp.
Sooner you wrestle.
Whoop.
It's got some heavy.
Are you fucking kidding me?
It's got some heavy music.
Why is my fucking internet? I have nothing going on.
All right.
Son of a bitch.
Will you be going to man camp?
I will not be going to man camp. All right. Let's try this again.
Sooner you wrestle.
Oh. The CMS Studio B is having some testicle difficulties.
No shit. What is going on?
That might be corrected at man camp if Chris were to attend.
Yeah, I mean, this is fucking bullshit. I don't know what's going on tonight. I reset the fucking router. Whatever, fuck.
Whatever.
Fuck!
Well, Mike Trevisano is going to be very disappointed.
I guess so.
Needing it to check out, man.
Son of it. Let me try another browser here.
All right.
Hold, please. Let me try.
What are you using? DuckDuckGo?
No, Opera.
Opera?
Yeah. I like the Opera.
All right.
Not tonight, though.
Chris trying to avoid the big tech browser shit.
I do try to avoid the big tech as much as I can.
I know you do, as well as I. So let's see if one of the big tech browsers will work.
Well, let's see what we got here. Share screen. Application window. Share.
All right.
Whoa. Did that go full screen for you?
It did.
All right, here we go.
Now there's no audio.
You have no audio?
I'm not hearing a thing.
Of course not. You fucking shit. I'm not giving up on this shit.
All right.
Can
Can you play it on YouTube? Can you go to
YouTube?
No. I mean actual on YouTube.
Let me try it. We can try it. I don't know what's going on here tonight. This does not happen. It never happens.
All right. All right. See, at least the subscribers got a good segment that they'll get on Wednesdays.
Thank God.
It actually worked that time.
Oh, it's freezing up on this too. Son of. Let's try it. Hold on. Man camp. See, nothing.
Nothing.
You fucking shit fuck. God damn it.
That's bizarre. Your video feed isn't crapping out over here, but for some reason you can't play video.
I'm going to see if I can't download this video really fast. And
all right.
Download. See if I can get it. I don't know if I can or not. Did I get it? I did get it.
Wow. All right. Let's see if you can play it locally on your local machine.
I'm going to try that now. Let's go to share video file. Oh, this is a fucking pain in the dick tonight. Son of a bitch.
See, look how much we depend on our technology to carry it.
There, now I can play it.
All right, so let's go. Well, look at that. Look at that gathering.
Man, look at that. Wow.
Gathering in the woods. They all sit around a campfire and beat on a drum.
Beat on their dicks. Jesus. All right, here we go.
You wrestle with the blessing it is to be a man, and you understand what it means to act like a man, your life will work.
This doesn't look fun at all.
With a bunch of dudes.
Just a bunch of dudes cutting wood and lifting trees.
Oh, it's man camp after all.
Good Lord.
Well, again, this is kind of one of those spiritual awakening things, like the oath keepers. Is that what they call their promise keepers or whatever?
Yeah, I guess. I don't know.
It's like the man, and they talk about being a man and being a good family man and loving your wife and taking care of your kids and stepping up to your responsibilities and, just doing man stuff.
So being a cuck man.
No, not being a cuck man, but being a guy who isn't distracted with outside things like, that would take you away from the family and take you away from the wife and all this other shit.
Okay.
And that's really what it's all about. I already know this is sort of a kind of one of those religious things,
This is like a cult workshop.
I don't even know if it's a cult thing so much as like a conservative Christian thing. It's just all about, being a good man and staying away from the pitfalls of the sin in the world and keeping your focus on just the family. Oh man, that's what it's all about. But but to spend, I don't know, what is it? Is it a weekend?
I don't know. I closed the window. Let me see.
It's like a weekend in the woods with other men.
Yeah, October 21st through the 23rd.
Okay, yeah, a weekend.
Fantastic.
So you spend time in the woods.
Great.
with a bunch of guys.
With a bunch of men.
Right.
It's men hanging out with men.
Right. Manly men.
How much is this fucking thing? Well, it's not that expensive. I will say it's not that expensive. If you get in early, it's $89.
$89 for the weekend, but what does that include? What does $89 include?
It doesn't really say. There's a million things, but these are just the FAQs. I think it's just the weekend.
Well, I mean, but what does the $89 get you? Is that just admission and you bring everything else with you? Is that the deal?
You'll supply all of your own food other than lunch on Saturday.
Okay.
We'll have beer and water available.
Beer? They're serving beer?
It's man camp.
I understand, but usually one of these things, they don't usually have alcohol. You know what I mean?
What do men drink?
I understand. I get that.
Men drink a good beer. So, of course, it's available at man camp.
A good lager.
A good lager. Hook me up with some lager and ale. At man camp.
Right.
Let's see. We'll have beer and water available.
Okay.
You're on your own for brown sauce or soda. Brown
sauce?
What the hell is that?
What the hell's brown sauce?
I don't know, but that's what it says. Remember, this is primitive camping.
Would that be like Jack Daniels?
I guess so.
Or brown sauce?
Brown sauce. We don't have electricity or refrigerators. Plan accordingly.
All right.
This sounds terrible. All right, then clothes. Wet sucks, and cold and wet is even worse. We don't control the weather, and you'll be outside. Pack multiple use layers for warmth and dryness. There's no going back to the car for your hat or gloves. And then gear. At a minimum, you'll need your own sleeping bag, a camp chair, headlamp, water bottle, and something to eat on.
Something to eat on?
Yeah, like a plate or something, I guess.
Okay.
You'll work with your unit to figure out the big stuff like tents and coolers.
So, wait a minute. Reread that. You'll work with your big unit?
Yeah, that's what you'll work with your unit, not big. You'll work with your unit to figure out the big stuff.
You'll work with your unit and really lather it up.
And then you'll figure out the big stuff.
Right.
Like tents and coolers. Keep in mind, you'll be hiking in and out over a mile with everything you pack.
A mile?
Whole mile?
A whole mile?
Wow.
And where is this being held? Does it say?
It's in
Nelson's Ledges?
Where is this at? Take a look at Man Camp. Where is Man Camp at?
One time in Man Camp, I used this one time in Man Camp.
Yeah. Neville, Ohio.
Neville?
Yeah. Where's
Neville?
that?
Is that Neville?
Yep.
Neville, Ohio.
I have no idea where that is. Neville, Ohio.
Well, let me find out where that's at. It's a village in Ohio.
Yeah.
Let me see. Oh, it's way down south. It's down like Oh, it's southeast of Cincinnati along the Ohio River. So it's right on the border of Kentucky and Ohio.
Phil, who's Tim and John Drake have already booked their weekend. That's funny. Yeah, this man camp sounds awful. Sounds like basic training.
Well, it does, but it makes, rugged men. You won't find any flight attendants, male flight attendants attending man camp.
Hey, what are you doing here? You're going out and then you're eating squirrels or some shit?
You skin them and then you wear them on your head like a hat.
Well, it's cold. They said they'd be warm. You killed two of them and hollow them out and put them on your hands as gloves if you forgot your gloves in the car.
Well, that just looks awful. I mean, this is what, in October?
Yes, end of October. Yeah, might be snowing.
Look at all these dudes standing around with their heavy coats on with their hands in their pocket while these guys are sliding down their slip and slide, jumping in.
These guys are fucking good. It's like what do they call that? The polar bear dive or whatever, where they...
Everybody just stands around watching you slide down the
This is horrible. Man camp.
At what point would you go to your wife if you were still married? You know what? I'm thinking about going to man camp.
None.
I more like the backdrop behind you.
She could catch me fucking 3 dudes and I wouldn't go to man camp.
I'm going to the Crazy Horse.
This is gayer than gay. This is awful.
That's what Mike Trevisano said.
This is the worst. Man camp.
Man camp.
If you walk up in the middle of the woods with your trousers around your ankles, bent over a log, with Vaseline smeared all around your bum, would you tell anybody? No. You want to go camping?
Wow. Yeah, this is like Anthony's story about Richard. That's what happens at man camp.
Exactly. Didn't that guy die?
Yeah. But I can see this at man camp.
Yeah.
Spend your whole day marching around for nothing. Then you set up a fucking tent.
Right.
And some guy in the other sleeping bag is like, "Psst, can I suck your cock? Can I? I want to suck your dick. We're at man camp. What happens at man camp stays at man camp."
Exactly.
Jesus Christ.
We'll bury it in the lake.
I want to lick your ball bag. Is that okay?
We'll slide down the slide and you'll be washed clean of your sins.
Yeah. I'm going to put cum on your back, but that's really the spiritual savior's cum. Because you're at man camp. It doesn't count if you suck my cock here. This is fucking terrible, dude.
Well, that's what Mike Trevisano was trying to warn us about.
Thank God. You know what? Look, no offense to the dead, but I think I already knew not to go to man camp. I think the name alone would keep me from ever going to this.
Oh my God.
Hey, what do you want to do for your fucking fall vacation? How about man camp? Hey, what am I, a faggot? Hey.
What are you going to be, 55 this year?
54.
54.
Yeah.
Hey, Chris, what could I get you for your 54th birthday? I want a subscription to man camp.
Yeah. Could you get me the standard registration, please? Ugh, jeez, oh man.
Let's see what else goes on at man camp.
This looks ungodly terrible.
Oh, just a bunch of dudes. Just a bunch of dudes standing around their trucker hats.
All right. And the worst part is these FAQs, they're trying to be funny, but they're not. What happens if it rains or snows? If it rains, we'll probably get wet. Snow is a lot like rain, but colder.
All right.
That, Neely, give me your credit card. On that joke alone, I'm going.
Learn to rough it, bitches.
Yeah. What if there's an emergency at home while I'm gone?
That's a good question.
We'll have a way for your family to reach you and you them if there's an emergency. And by emergency, we don't mean the cable goes out or Buster wins his football game.
Buster.
Buster.
Because
that's a manly name.
It is.
What are you naming your kid? Well, I was thinking Cruz. Cruz?
Buster
What about
Rhymes.
Buster? Buster. What year is this? Buster. 1962?
Buster Rhymes.
What if I sign up and then cancel at the last minute? You will not be refunded after registration.
You will not get your 89 shekels back.
No. If you cancel, we'll give your spot to someone on the waiting list. Because you know damn well there's a waiting list a mile of cock long.
Yeah. Look at all that. Look at all that waiting list area there. That's not.
Yeah. It's not being filled at all.
The crowds. They show up in throngs.
Yeah, they do. Was there about 20 people there? How long is it?
I
If
don't
you're
know,
in,
6.5.
I'm sure they know the length of everybody's penis at this thing. Are you kidding me? That's probably on the questionnaire to fucking get into this thing.
How big is your dick?
Oh, you're 5-incher? No, sorry, we're all filled up. If you're in for the whole weekend. That means from Friday late afternoon until Sunday at around 1300 Eastern.
That's 1:00 in the afternoon.
Yes, it is.
Huh.
What if I don't know anybody? Ugh. Jesus, if you don't know anybody.
There's a high probability you're not going to know anybody showing up at man camp.
At man camp. You'll make friends in no time. Each camper will be assigned a unit of 9 other guys, led by
9 other guys.
9 other guys.
Ooh.
There must have been 2 units at this one that we're watching right now in the video.
This can't be a real religious thing because they would assign you with 12 other guys.
That's right. And make you eat one dinner.
Exactly. A big supper.
Big supper.
Big supper.
Right before they murder you.
Yeah. Nothing but wafers and grape juice.
Ugh, at man camp. Jesus Christ, this is horrible.
Thanks, Mike Trevisano.
You'll do everything together.
Really?
Get outfitted, bring food, set up camp, compete, and generally solve problems. You are going to be good friends with your unit by the time this trip is over.
I've been friends with my unit since I was like 10 or 12 years old.
I was going to say, me and my unit have been pretty close forever.
See, this is why somewhere down the road in the near future, I'm going to be a life coach. Because if guys are signing up for a weekend for $89 to be with a bunch of other dudes because they need some kind of guidance and direction,
right?
I'm going to be a life coach. I mean, if there's people out there that need some guidance and direction, I can guide them and direct them. And believe me, I'll do a damn good job of it too.
Dude, why don't we just have glitter camp and we can just invite, it's $89 to come and we just go to a strip club for an afternoon.
Did you say it was $89 to come?
To come.
Exactly.
I mean, I think we should do glitter camp.
Right.
And that way, that would be much more man camp than this.
Right.
I think you'd feel a lot more manly around strippers than you would fucking lugging a pole up a mountain. Jesus Christ. Are you fucking kidding me with this? Can I bring a group from my church or men's ministry?
A group?
A group.
Well, why would you bring a group? What, on that $89, you're bringing a group? I would think they're going to say, no, they got to sign up individually.
Well, they're saying you can register for man camp as a group, up to 10 guys per group.
All right.
And camp together in the same unit. You can designate one of your group members as your trip captain during registration, or one can be assigned to you.
The trip captain.
The trip captain.
Or, can you imagine you get 10 guys that sign up for this as a group and they go, we can't decide who's the leader. Could you assign us one?
How would you approach your 10 friends? All right, guys, here's what we're going to do. We're going to go to man camp.
And we're going to get naked in the woods.
Yeah. The first response, as soon as he said man camp, is I'm out. Get the fuck out of here with that man camp.
No, the first question is, are there going to be any chicks there?
Yeah. Any bitches?
They go, no, it's just us dudes. And it's like, yeah, I'm not in.
Out. What else?
Hanging out with a bunch of grizzly bears.
No, fuck this. All these guys are probably fucking furries in their day life, and they're trying to.
What is the group? What is that group where they call the guy the dominant guy is it a bear and the cub or something like that? What
I think so. Yeah, it's like a bear and a cub.
I think Kevin Smith talked about that once on his Smodcast, didn't he?
Yeah, long time ago. Yeah.
Yeah.
What if I don't go to church or am not religious?
See, I told you this was a religious thing.
It's cool. You'll still love it. There will be plenty of other guys there just like you.
Other dudes.
They're dudes.
You're just going to hang out with dudes, man.
Man camp includes intentional spiritual content, but its application goes beyond four walls and a steeple. We know you'll still get something out of it. Trust us.
Ooh.
This sounds terrible.
I know.
What if I've never camped before? No problem. This trip is all about getting outside your comfort zone.
Right.
It's designed to challenge and encourage everyone, whether you've camped for decades or don't own a tent yet.
Or have one in your pants.
This stinks.
The group leader says, is that a tent in your pants, mister? Or are you just happy to see me?
Yeah. Are you just happy to be at man camp? All these virile men.
Right. The testosterone is so thick you could cut it with a knife.
You can get your foot stuck in it while you're walking. Yuck. This is fucking awful. Man camp.
Man camp. I think that should be just like a weekly show. It's man camp. Da 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 da. Man camp.
Man camp. Jesus Christ. Oh, you want to watch some more of this fucking video?
Well, what is it? 2 minutes long total?
Yeah, something like that. And we watched half of it, so I think it's only 1 minute long.
All right. Let's see what goes on in man camp.
All right, here we go. Here's some more man camp.
What guy wears his coat around his waist like that?
The men at man camp do, Neeley.
Back that up. This guy's wearing his jacket around his waist.
Here we go. Homo.
Is he wearing Crocs or clogs too?
There's a reason he's at man camp.
Oh, shit.
I think he thought it was called identify as a man camp.
Yeah. Who ties their jacket around their waist like that?
Well, you know, when you have to pack everything with you, I guess you do what you got to do.
Right.
Jeez, oh man, this looks terrible.
Oh. And who is this band playing out in the middle of nowhere?
Dream Theater.
Where do they got? Where do they got power to power the amps?
Probably got two men from man camp fucking running on a wheel.
They're playing out in the wilderness.
They got a big old metal rod stuck up in the air, hoping for some lightning to power this shit.
Ben Franklin would be proud.
Bunch of fucking men flying kites, looking to catch some electricity. Fucking man camp. This is terrible. All right, here we go. Some more man camp. So basically, they go to man camp, they get marched up a fucking mountain, then they get sent out to collect wood and brush to build a fire.
Yeah, well, yeah, they're out there moving a lot of lumber. They're out there toting lumber.
And they're paying somebody to do it. Whoever owns man camp has probably just fucking got a contract to clear this area.
Yeah, they're clearing trees for whoever owns that property. They go, well, we'll let you hold man camp. All you have to do is clean out this grove of trees here for me.
This guy, he's got a contract for like $2.3 million. And he's raking in another $250,000 to bring these saps into man camp to do it for him.
Because they're paying to be there.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Why make $2.3 million when you can make 2.5?
Hey, listen, I could bring in a group of men and they can clear this grove of trees out over a weekend.
I could just see it now. Some prison was like, we could bring our prisoners out for $1 an hour. Oh yeah, well we can get our people to pay to come out and do this.
Yeah, they want to do this. They're anxious to do this kind of work.
They're trying to learn how to be men,
and they'll pay us to do it.
Yeah, they'll pay us to clean your lawn here or whatever, clear your woods. This is fucking terrible. Man camp.
Man camp.
Wow. All right. Let's check out a little more man camp. Come on.
Is that just spray painted on or is that lit?
That's spray painted on.
Oh man camp.
Well, look, apparently their fire went bad, so they're all running away, but they're going to run past the man camp cooler.
It got out of control.
Thought they said they didn't have coolers and stuff for your beer.
Well, they brought their own. Somebody was so gung-ho about man camp, they actually spray painted it on there. They stenciled it on their own cooler.
Yeah. The other side says the guy's name, Bill-Man from man camp.
Exactly.
Jesus. All right, here we go.
Look at all those satisfied men walking back to their cars.
I do gotta say, it looks like there's quite a few people at this fucking thing, though.
Yeah, again, it's just an excuse to get away from the wives.
I mean, look.
I know
It's easily 100 people.
Oh yeah, I know, but look at the tents just kind of sporadically
Just thrown wherever,
scattered around.
Yeah,
staking my claim on this mowed field here.
So they make them hike through the fucking woods to get to a place that's already been cleared.
Yeah.
Fuck that.
Yeah, somebody ran a brush hog around there the day before.
Yeah. There's probably a road to get to this spot, too. Instead of walking up the fucking mountain.
Yeah, well, there's not exactly a mountain down there.
I don't know what they're doing there. Man camp.
Yeah.
Might have built one. Last year's man camp might have built the mountain for these guys to climb.
Right.
Who fucking knows, man camp?
Right.
This looks ridiculously awful. I mean, ridiculously awful, dude.
Yeah, it's a spiritual thing.
No, it's a dumb thing.
It's men bonding. It's a bonding experience with men. Men being men.
It's stupid.
Yeah, Tim Allen was the keynote speaker down there. Oh.
Yeah, sure he was. He wouldn't even show up for this. They'd say, Tim, we'll pay you $1 million to come out. Nah, I'm not coming to man camp.
Are you bringing the 1990 version of Pam Anderson with you as the Tool Time girl?
Nah.
I'll be there.
Unfortunately, there's a different kind of tool time going on at this fucking man camp.
There's literally hundreds of tools
being timed by another man's mouth.
Right.
Jesus Christ. This looks ridiculous. Man camp.
Do you know
This is nauseating, man.
another show that is featuring man camp?
It's so nauseating. That a bunch of fucking dorks have to go out in the woods to prove that they're men? Who are they proving it to?
They're not proving it to anybody. They're rebuilding their spiritual bond as men and, getting away from being in the cuck society that they are.
Phil Ouz makes a great point. Meanwhile, their wives are banging the neighbor.
Probably.
Exactly true.
The ones that didn't go to man camp.
The ones that needed man camp the most, their wives are banging the neighbor, but their wives were banging the neighbor long before they left for man camp.
Right.
Jeez, oh man. Phil.
The man.
Look at that quote.
That would be Michael Obama to you, Phil.
Yeah, Phil. Phil got a lot of good one-liners in here.
He does.
We cut down trees. We wear high heels.
Exactly.
Man camp.
Man camp.
All right. Wow. That's something. Man camp. All right.
Thought you'd enjoy that.
Well, I'm not going to man camp.
Well, I'm not going to attend man camp either, but I'm glad I'm aware of it.
To avoid it like the plague?
So if my neighbor, for whatever reason, is brave enough to approach me in my driveway at any point and say, hey, I know that I don't know you very well, and I know that you're pretty standoffish, and I know that you don't really associate with anybody in the neighborhood, but I just wanted to invite you to man camp. Do you think you would like to go along?
That's when you just take out a golf club and beat him to death.
Exactly.
Just pound him. Good Lord. Man camp.
Man camp.
What is wrong with people?
Well, honestly, they're looking for guidance and direction, and this is why, when I become a life coach, this is why I'm going to be very successful.
Is this a product of our society?
It is.
That men don't know that they're men?
Yes.
My God.
You've heard about henpecked men? This is a product of being a henpecked man.
I guarantee you, Phil makes a great point in the fucking YouTube chat. Guaranteed, every one of these quote unquote men has a man cave.
Probably.
Every last one of them has a man cave somewhere. They've been relegated by their fucking wife to 100 square feet of their house.
I agree.
Fucking weak man camp. Wow. All right.
Thanks, Mike Trevisano. Appreciate you pointing that out to us from the heavens above.
Yeah. Now go back to heaven. Enjoy yourself.
All right. Well, let's take a break. Let's come back and we'll wrap up the show.
Okay.
And I think the best way to end this segment is to wait a minute. We'll take a phone call. Hang on. Alan Kill caller, you're on the air.
Hey, it's Evan from Washington, and just about this man camp shit. I mean, I'm 24 years old, and fucking, it's sad to say, like, I mean, a lot of people my age, or a lot of men my age, probably fucking need like some kind of man camp just to learn how to be fucking men.
Well, see, this is why I'm going to be successful, because you're going to be my first client when I launch my life coaching business, because people your age need the experience of somebody who's who can show you the ropes.
Yeah. Well, fuck, Neeley, I'd be glad to make a lot of shit. I mean, fuck, I really should have been born.
You're cutting out on us, dude. You're going to have to get a better phone. Go to Man Camp and learn how to pay for a better phone service.
All right. Wow.
All right. Well, I'm going to play a tune here. We're going to play a couple tunes. We'll come back. But the best way to do this is play some Tesla. Be a man.
That's right.
I know what it takes to be a man.
Not the Man Camp people.
Not a whole lot of money. Not diamond rings in the palm of my hand.
I guarantee you Tesla would make a fortune playing at Man Camp.
They would.
They could play that song as like the theme song of Man Camp. Do
It
you
would.
know what it takes to be a man?
Exactly. So from the great radio controversy, it is Tesla with Be a Man exclusively here
On your classic metal show.
Hey,
Thanks for checking out this episode of The Classic Metal Show. Get all of our episodes uncensored at www.theclassicmetalshow.com. Join us weekly from 9 p.m. till 3 a.m. Eastern at www.cmsradio.net. Participate in the live chat room at www.chatandkill.com. Once again, thank you for checking out The Classic Metal Show with Neeley and Chris. Hail and kill. Fuck you, pal. And hand job.